Hello, Hateless Gaming here. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about expert systems. It's a new program thing, monetary thing that EVE Online has, or CCP has recently released, in order to, you know what, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna read this patch notes to you, or what the expert systems are, explain how they work, and then give you guys my thoughts and speculation on where it could be valuable to most players, where it's not valuable, and where I think that it's not a great thing. Um, Anyways, let's get into this one. It's going to be a really simple video, and I'm just going to give you guys my opinion. Um, but we'll start with what expert systems are. I do have brought up here the expert systems notes. Expert capsulers, brand new expert systems are now live on EVE Online. These are designed to help rookie capsulers discover and experience new activities by providing specific virtual skills and skill levels for a limited time that cannot be extracted through the use of skill extractors. For a 7-day period per expert system, you can taste the dream of a particular profession in EVE without having to commit skill training required by the path progression and waiting for it to complete. The first batch of expert systems will focus on exploration, mining, and core skills required to operate spaceships in EVE Online, referred to as the Magic 14. You'll be able to purchase expert systems that allow you to fly a Tech 1 exploration frigate, either Heron, MHS Magnet, or Probe, for 7 days, one that will allow you to operate a mining barge for 7 days, and one that will boost your essential flying skills for 7 days. Expert systems will not be lost when your ship or capsule is destroyed in space. Similar to how cerebral accelerators work. Unlike cerebral accelerators, however, expert systems will be applied to the character upon redemption and cannot be transferred between characters sold in the in-game market. While an expert system is applied, you will still be able to gain skill points and train new skills, and of course, train the same skills you have in an expert system. Once an expert system expires, access to the temporary skill levels and provided will be removed, and you will either need to extend your access through a repeat expert system purchase or train the skills themselves. Expert systems in their current form are obtainable only from the EVE store and will occasionally be part of a daily login rewards. I didn't catch this bit. The fact that they're part of daily login rewards, that will be cool. I think that would be nifty if they actually add in like the Magic 14 in the daily login reward, especially for alphas. That's a big deal. Anyways, if you click on this little link here, you'll be brought to buy now. In the US West or United States, our current pricing is $4.99 for the core operations, $2 for any of the 4 explorer ships, and then $4 or $3.99 for the mining ore barge. I opted to purchase a core ship operation and a mining barge operation for myself to experience it, for lack of a better term, because I wanted to see what it was about and how it worked. And without actually doing it, you don't understand how it works all the way. It's simple to understand, but I did it for the sake of having said that I've done it. Anyways, I didn't do it on a character that I have because most of my characters have all these skills. I actually made an entirely new character specifically for the purpose. Well, not specifically for this purpose, but this is a blank character that I use as a clean slate to make skill training plans or whatnot, or help people with like what skills they need to train when they're new. But this is a blank character that has 1 million skill points that you get when you are when you use an invite code. He is basically how if you made a character today in Mimitar space, this is what you would end up with. The expert systems show up in your character tab. So if you click on your face in the little window here, which is in the top left corner on the Neocom menu, if you click on your face, it'll bring up your character menu or your character sheet. And the expert systems, when they're active, will appear on your little window right here in the little blue diamond shape here, or pentagon, whatever shape that is, the blue little badge shape. If you click on your character tab, expert systems are over here at the end. And whenever you purchase them, so when you purchase them with your money, you open up your credit card, use PayPal or whatever, it will go to your account, and you'll hit this little redeem queue in the bottom, and you can redeem them here. Super simple thing. You just kind of select it and hit redeem, and when you redeem it, it goes straight to your character. It doesn't come in the form of an item. It just straight to your character, and then you have 3 slots that you have access to. So it looks like you can only have up to 3 expert systems at a time, which is an interesting thing. And then it also looks like they last for 7 days. So the temporary for these ones that are out right now are 7 days. I opted, like I said, to buy the core ship operation systems, and it shows you what skills it gives you. So on this screen here, it looks like my skill menu, and the little blue underline here are the skills that are given to me by the expert system. And then the white is what I have trained, and gray is what I can train. And when you have something that's omega, so if it's an omega only skill, it will show a yellow dot. However, if you are in alpha and you use an expert system that gives you an omega required skill, for example, mining barge requires omega to train, I am in alpha and I am in a procurer. This is because excuse me. This is because the expert system is active. So we can actually undock and mine in this mining barge. I don't mine, and I bought this to kind of show you guys. But this allows us to, for example, go try out mining in a mining barge. And I think that that's kind of neat. I think that that's pretty cool, especially if these are included in the daily logins. It could be very useful for new players to try things out and to do different things. That's just kind of how they work. They do, if there is a omega only skill in the queue, the omega only skill will be effective for you. So you'll actually get access to it. So I have advanced drone avionics, the magnometric sensor composition trained to 3, ice harvesting is trained to 3, and so is astrology and mining barge, which are all omega only skills. And I'm an alpha and I have access to that. With their price points and how much skill points this actually is, this is mostly all these skills are level 3. So this is roughly 600,000 skill points, and it costs $4. You're better off spending $20 in Plex, buying a couple skill injectors, and having both of these permanently if you were to do the same thing. So for like is this worth doing to actually use and utilize? No, not really. Is this worth doing to try something that you had never done before? Possibly, depending on what it is. That's my opinion. And this is where we kind of go from what is actually how it works to kind of what I think. So I think that there's a lot of potential here for them to do something like add in a frigate or do expert systems for whatever PvP ship or PvP event is happening. So if we have like 1v1 battlecruisers, we could have like a battlecruiser expert system that people could purchase and have the skills to compete in that for like $5-10. I think that'd be kind of cool. But again, we don't want Eve to be pay to win. So limiting these to some degree and keeping the costs extremely low would be invaluable to me, or would mean a lot to me. The other thing that expert systems have the potential to do, which is really neat, is if you click on this and you hit this train skills, you'll have to buy the skills. I don't have 71 million skill, or actually I do have 71,000 skill points. But if you click on the button and you tell it to train the skills, what you can do is you can put all these skills in your queue, and it's really useful to actually want to remove this, but it could be really useful to point characters in the direction of what skills that they want to train. So say you tried the expert systems for the core ship operations, and you decided that you liked those skills and expired. Now you have a list of skills for yourself to go train, and you can kind of set that queue in the way that you want it to be. So there's a lot of potential there if they make an expert system, like an expert gunnery system that gives you all the gunnery support skills. Then those that don't buy the gunnery system would be able to look at it in this menu here, because you can browse the systems and you can see the skills here. So you can see all the skills that it gives you, and you can build a skill queue on that based on what it gives you. So the potential to teach players, even as just a reference to say, oh, well, these skills will help this system, has a large potential to help new players get in the right direction with their skill training. And that part about it, I really like. The part that I don't like is the fact that the only way to obtain these expert systems, at least from like I want to try mining, is to pay real world money. But if they come in the daily logins, with the daily login rewards, which I haven't seen yet, but it says that it sounds like that'll be a thing coming in the future, it'll make some of the daily logins useful to new players, which is ultimately, to me, incredibly awesome. So people can be trying new things, and we could see them in various things. So I think that this expert system, after looking at it and thinking about it and how it works and the potential helpfulness that it has to new players, can be very good. But at the same time, I really don't like that it's cash only. So I can't build up. Well, arguably I can. I go get skill injectors and gain money and save up and buy skill injectors and get the skills. And it gives me a nice, handy list of skills that I would want to train for various systems. But its teaching potential is really high. And I know I'm going in a circle here. I just don't like that it's behind a paywall, and the only way to do it is via money. But they have put in certain restrictions and rules not allowing you to extract the skills or move them from one character to another or abuse it in some way that makes it so that your character grows from using them. It's a temporary boost that's not game breaking in its current state. I do see room for this, or potential for this to go into a game breaking way, or a very pay to win model where it's like, let's do the Atron or the Atron expert system, and you go win every fight because you have all the skills with an Atron on a day one character. Or let's do skills that are all the skills to fly this ship, and I guess because it's temporary, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, right now you can do the same thing. You can say, I want all the skills to fly the Atron, go buy Plex, sell the Plex, and then have max skills for an Atron on day one pilot. It would cost a lot more money. It's just kind of an interesting thing, and I have mixed feelings about it. Of course, I like the ability to teach new players things, and being able to say, oh yeah, well, you don't know what the Magic 14 is, go check out the expert system, here's the core skills. And you have the Magic 14 listed right there, which is absolutely fantastic. But at the same time, to utilize the core system, you either have to spend money or redeem it in the queue. We'll see how frequent these are, and as time goes on, I'm sure this will flesh out a little bit. But I thought I'd give my 2 cents. Make sure you guys fly fun, enjoy your time in EVE Online, and we will see you guys in the next one. Hey, post-production Heatless here. This is the day after I recorded this video, and the expert system had a thing pop up in the redeem queue on the second day that it was, second or third day that it was out. And there's a Grand Prix going on right now in EVE Online, and the ship of choice for doing the Grand Prix is a Interceptor. And they released an expert system to complement that event, and it gives you the Interceptors, which is really cool. And I have a character that can't fly Interceptors, so we're gonna check out that Grand Prix Interceptor expert system and see exactly what's going on. So I have it set up here. We're just going to go ahead and redeem it. This is on one of my bigger characters. I don't believe that this character has skills right now in order to fly Interceptors. We got Interceptor. Where's it at? I and T have prerequisites for all skills. We're looking for Interceptors. It looks like I am unable to fly Interdictors, and I have no Interceptor skills, so this character cannot fly any of the Interceptors right now. And we'll go ahead and click on this, and we'll redeem to the current station. And this will redeem it onto myself. And it will allow me to fly the Crusader, Malediction, and Raptor, plus 5 more. We'll survive pod death, and we'll go ahead and click on this. And we'll go ahead and click on my expert systems. And it looks like this gives me Amar frigate to 5, interceptors to 4, Caldari frigate to 5, Mimitar frigate to 5, and Golente frigate to 5, which is awesome. This is great, and this was completely free and given to every single pilot. That means that if you use this interceptor expert systems, not only does it give you the ability to fly the interceptors, but it gives you the faction frigate 2-5 for all the frigates. I think that is really cool, and this allows you to test a bunch of different frigates. This literally unlocks every single frigate in the game, except for tier 2 frigates like heavy or assault frigates and logistics frigates. But it unlocks all the tier 1 frigates and all the faction frigates for you to test out. This is really cool, the way that they did this, and it is completely free. You didn't have to pay anything for this, and it lasts for 4 days. That's really neat. And it's in the daily login reward for the first day of the Grand Prix that is happening on 3/11/2021. So if they continue doing things like this with the expert systems, I'll be pretty happy to have them. Anyways, in the comments, make sure you discuss what you think about the expert systems. I'd like to hear from you guys what you guys think. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button, because hitting all those buttons and commenting and everything does help the channel out a lot. And fly fun, and we'll see you guys in the next one.